I think I am live now. I think. Hello. Just wait for people to join and we shall go through the kit. Hey Ty, how you doing? Yeah, it's me to try and sort the box up. There's somewhere like that. Ah, nice one. Yep. Can you share us alright, guys? And yes, I might show off a bit of my Gannet tonight before we close the stream. Hey guys, welcome in. I'm just gonna have a nice cup of coffee before getting into the review of UMA's 148 AV-8B Harrier 2 Plus. Excellent. As long as everything sounds good, I'm more than happy. Believe it or not, I haven't even been in the bags yet, so I must make sure I've got a knife to open up all the bags, and then hopefully over the weekend I should be receiving Border Model's new 1/350th scale Yamato, and I will be doing a live stream on that on Monday night. Not too sure about that. I don't think I have. Plus, as well, I'm hoping to try and do some build videos and streams so people can see how I build. How is everybody tonight? Do we just have the one viewer? Right, give it until. Are you making mods? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. Um, do, 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 do. Uh, um, bear with me a second. Do, do, do. Right, that's time. Get back into the screen. Right, so it's 50. There we go. Right. Hi guys, I am just having a cup of coffee and then we will be getting into this wonderful case. Seeing all the lovely details from what I've seen from opening the box. Yeah, that's fine, Ty. Hey mate. Oh, get it open. Come on then, let's get into it. As everybody can see, I'll shift the lid out of the way. That is the clear canopy. I will pull it out the package. Let's see if I can find my knife. Right, bear with me just a second, guys. Noticeable seam line on the canopy. All the other clear parts there. I quite like how crystal clear their canopies are. Right, next one. I will pull it out of the packet to get a better look. Maybe I should have had the packets open ready. But all the better when you're doing it all on stream. As you can see, all that nice rivet detail. Nice crisp panel lines and rivet. Here's the underwing. All different connections, which is something new for us. So what do you think of the wings so far, guys? Very crisp detail in my eyes. Very crisp and very clean. One half of the fuselage. I will pull it out the packets. So you can see the detail further. It's mind blown with all the detail in it. Very mind blown. I mean, recessed panel lines, recessed rivets, raised rivets. I mean, perfect locating pins to get everything lined up nicely. Mm. But yeah, it's going to be an outstanding aircraft, especially if you weather it to bring all that detail out. There's the second fuselage half, nicely raised rivet, nice clean recess, nicely raised rivets on the back. And again on the other side we've got the big locating pin, which I presume that's going to be locating the cockpit and everything into place. Next through will be what looks to be pylons in undercarriage. You counted. What you been counting? Hey guys, welcome in. I'm busy reviewing UMA's 148 Harrier. The refueling probe. Got some lovely detail in there. Nice, clean, crisp. Even gives you the option of the closed refueling probe, closed in the open position. Yes, it looks a really, really smart kit. Look at the details on that part. So clean and crisp. Oh, it's definitely a must-have, yes. Looks to be one of the exhaust cowlings, or jet exhaust cowlings that goes over the jet exhaust. Some more of the undercarriage, pylons. The raised detail up on this. I'm sure it comes with weighted on wheels. I'm sure I've read somewhere. So that's them two sprues. The detail in this kit, just looking at it alone, it is worth buying for anybody that wants one. Next sprue is fuel tanks, more pylons, and the tail of the Harrier or one of the fuel tanks. Somebody will be able to correct this somewhere. The detail, the recesses, the rays, it's absolutely spot on. more like weapon pylons or the fuel tank pylons. And then on this one we've got some more. I mean the detail, the camera doesn't really do its justice on how nice that detail just pops out just looking at it on its own. I mean get some washers in there, chipping on them. It'll bring all that nice detail out. On this one we have got the tail wings, nice rivets and everything on them. Get this one out the bag so you can have a look at the nice detail in it. Again, clean, crisp kit for anyone that wants it or wants to pick one up. It's got my approval. Panels, flaps, ailerons. Look at how nicely molded all them rivets are. All ejector pin marks are all hidden away, which is a bonus. Shouldn't require much filler to cover them. Hi dude! I mean just look at the clean, crisp rivets and recessed panel lines. I mean, boy, have they done well with this kit for it being their first kit. I want to see more of their kits come out. I want to see what they've got lined up in the market next. Now, on this sprue, we have got bits of the cockpit. You can look at the detail in that seat. The landing gear, sorry, the landing bay, cockpit floor or landing gear floor. Canopy frame, just I'm actually gobsmacked at how well detailed this kit is. Here we are, guys. It's very stunning. I mean, look at that seat. You really don't need any aftermarket for this kit. Great panel lines. Plastic feels nice. Side to the seat. Rear of the seat, I believe. Canopy frame. So yeah, oh, I missed off these bits on the sprue. Very high quality. The Odor Plus kit features resin parts and magnets for removable parts. I think, yes. Now that one will be a nice one to pick up. Here we have, looks like all the landing gear doors. wheels. So how many of you will be invested in one of these kits? I mean, just look at them wheels. Just look at the detail. Absolutely stunning. And again, in various sprue filled with various different parts. Yeah, I wonder if there will be a 30-second one out. Various different bits. The front of the Harrier. Yeah, it might do. Just yeah, look at all that. They've done well for the very first kit. So here we are. Here's all the random other bits. Front nose cone, front part of the Harrier. Nice deep recesses. That's that one. Now these are the one piece nozzles. Is it nozzles? Rear exhaust. Somebody's going to say I'm saying it wrong. So we have two choices. We have got open and closed. So I presume that's yes, that's the open one. And here's the closed one. Both are one piece as well. No seams, no nothing to clean up on the inside of them. Do bear with me, guys. The next two sprues are just mainly polycap. for the thrusters, I believe. Thruster and so. I could be saying all these names wrong, and yeah, oh well. Now, this one, again, all one, molded as one piece. Ow! John, use the knife the right way. I mean, just look at that. Next up is this. All the details. And you've got some detailing on the inside. Then you've got some more. Again, detail is incredible in this case. Now we have the first set of weapons, which I will take out. I believe these are all, no, quite nicely detailed. So that's my first weapons through. Second weapons through. Here we are again, guys. This time outside of the plastic bag. Very nicely detailed tail fins. I mean, that is just fantastic. Fantastic detail. All molded in one piece. So no seam lines to clean up. Or it shouldn't be. So that's the second weapon sprue. I think there's two more weapon sprues left. And then there's a box in here, which I don't know what is inside that box. Here is the next one. Just look at how crisp. Again, crispy does it. There we are. That's that one. And we are on to our last weapon sprue. Then it'll be whatever's hidden in this little box. Just have a quick drink of coffee. Here we are with it out the bag. Just look at how nicely detailed, clean, crisp. No coffee box. Box lover box. That is the last of the weapons. Here are the kit's tires. Nice tread, weighted on wheels. Yep, they're all weighted on. You can just, if I can pull one of them out. They look to be resin. Hmm. Yeah, as you can see, weighted on. Oh, nice tread pattern. Yep, going to make things a lot easier. Right, have my coffee and we shall all find out what is inside this box. Nice little plastic box. Not plastic box, cardboard box. No clue what's going to be in. So here we are, guys. Oh, I've left the best one till last. I like how they've protected this bit. The rear canopy frame. Beautifully detailed all the way around. Yeah, so that's what that is. Kept that separate. Very nice. Right, now then, what do we have? We have some small corrections, some 3D printed cockpit details. The decals, I believe, are printed by Cartograph. So, we have some metal parts, which I think may be for the wheels. So we've got them. A correction sheet for the GPU-12s, which is handy to know. That is the correction sheet. Small frame of photo. Gaming focus. They also give us left and right and the little cockpit lens. Yeah, very tiny. We've also got the mask set, beautifully printed. Now we have 3D cockpit. We shall take a look and see what they look like. And that is fairly nice. Even comes with the canopy string. Yes, like Quinta Studios and Red Fox Studios. These ones are printed by Lambert. That's the 3D decals. Now the main decals themselves. Da, 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 da. Yes, even the cockpit decals, they're clear as day. Very cleanly printed. So they are the decals. We have a total of 3 schemes, I think. So that one was scheme B. This one is scheme A, which is the AV-8B Harrier 2 VMA 214 aboard USS Bonhomme Richard LHD 6 February 2016. Very nicely printed. Scheme B, which was the first one I showed you, was VMA 214 AV-8B2 Plus 165592 WE02. Operational Iraqi Freedom, Ahmed Al Jabbar Air Base, Iraq 2003. So that is scheme A and B. And we have got scheme C, which is VMA 311 AV-8B2 plus 165311 WL311. Right, ISA Airbase, Operations Inherent Resolve, ISA Airbase, Bahrain, March to October 2019. So yes, loving the back tail on that one. Tomcat, think that could be the scheme that I go for. to fit in with the Tomcat. And here is the, what year was the first? Scheme A or Scheme B? Scheme B was the first one that I said, which was 2000, Iraq 2003. Scheme A was February 2016. Scheme A was February 2016. Now, on the rear of Scheme C, we've got all decal placement to go across all three schemes. GBU 12s, aim finders, laser guided, I think, yeah. Fuel tanks, I even like what's written on the fuel tanks, black sheep. So, yeah, there we are. That's all of them. Now, I like the instructions. Printed just on normal thicker paper with a nice matte finish. Now what I'll do is, I'll see if you can drop that down there. See if I can spin the camera down so you can see the instructions. Please do ignore the state of my bench. Alright, can everybody see the instructions clearly? Gives you a list of tools along the top. Ways to pick up parts. Water sticker instructions. So that'll be for your 3D printed decals and your standard decals. Gives you how to do your water sticker instructions. So yeah, it gives some nice instructions. Obviously start in the standard fashion as aircrafts do. Start off in the cockpit, building up all the cockpit floor. I like how they've went to every single little bit of detail. The pedals, how you build up the floors, but I'm sure they give you two up. Yes, it says in the instructions either B7 or B12. You're obviously using B, if you're going to be using B12, you're using the 3D decals, as this sign shows up here. So your 3D decals, your standard decals, and then tells you to spray. Very nicely simplified out for those, especially for beginners, which I think a lot of people would agree. Going all the way through doing your cockpit. Obviously coming on to step 3 now. Put the ejection seat in and the joystick, sorry, or flight stick. Then we'll come down onto building the front gear well. Very straightforward so far, especially on the cockpit. Obviously, as you can see, it's going to turn out to be Beautiful kit here in the instructions. You can't go wrong with the location of the cockpit. I like how they've done that. You just snap it into place without any alignment issues. Then on step 8, the cockpit and wheel well is together. We start building up one of the wheel wells. Yes, I can fully agree. Very clear. Hey, Roger. How are you doing? Yep. Then we're coming on down to the belly of the Harrier. You can go inorganic gun condition, you use D3, or you can go select gun status, which is D2, and it goes on the belly of the aircraft. But remember as well here, guys, you've got 3 holes to drill. Let me bring the instructions up so you can see. A 1.7mm drill, 1.3 and 1.7 again. Select gun pods or select lantern pods. So if you're going to go for the select gun pods, just a single hole. If you're going to go for the lantern pods, then you need to drill a 1.3mm hole and a 1.7mm hole. The instructions are probably one of the best set of instructions I've seen, with clear guidance, especially for beginners coming in. Here in step 10, you can see we're starting to build up the airframe. You've got either A or F, so we would have to make sure, jump back and forth on which one we're going for, or skip ahead in the instructions before the build, select the build process you're going for. And then in step 11, the airframe is going together quite nicely. Again, large chunky locating pins, basically push together, clip. Then I believe it's the rear underbelly air brake. In step 12. In step 13, we've got the belly where you can either select G3, which gives it the empty look, or we can select G4 and go for the full look. So again, they give us plenty of options to choose on which way we want to take this Harrier. Which then we must have to be careful as well of note assembly direction of G12 parts. So we must remember about that as we're building through. Step 14, AN/ALE 39 chest pods. Again, begin with the option of either empty or full on both sides. As you can see, both options again. Next up, we are building the rear wing. Very nicely detailed. Looks as though they are single pieces. Then we've got the vertical tail. 3 pieces. Again, do not attach water stickers to red areas. I'm not too sure yet. We shall find out as we're going along. Then we come back to the main airframe again. Then we have the vector thrust jet flame and baffle. Flame baffle. You can see there, guys. You can dry fit these parts as well to use them as masks for the inside, so you don't get paint on the inside. Very cleverly engineered and well thought through. There's the airframe going together there now. Step 21, we're building the airfoil, which is the upper wings. Again, select when installing F1, you drill a 0.9mm hole. Select when installing A9, drill out a 2mm hole and a 1mm hole. So yeah, again, and then step 23, building up the inlet open state, inlet closed state. Here we are building up the rear again. Now, coming on, once all of that's done, we then start building up the GAU 12U gun pod. Total of four parts to that. Then we've got the GAU 12U gun pod again. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a full engine in it. Then we've got the belly mount going into place on step 28. The air brake flap, select gun status. And then attaching the airframe and handpiece together. And you've got the cockpit and radome detail to go together. Very nicely detailed. Then we are building the cockpit console. I believe that's what you call it. Either your standard decals or your 3D printed decals for the rear mirrors. So you've got to be careful when bending. For the HUD, for the heads-up display. And then we attach the cockpit and hatch cover. Step 37, hatch covers and sensors. Got the choice of metal parts or plastic parts. Then we've got the belly sensors going on. The wheel well pylons. Weapon pylons. And then weapon pylons going to their locations. Some bombs have got metal parts to them as well, which is fantastic. Then we're doing the flap conditions, either flaps down or flaps up. Then we install the flap conditions. Then we're building up all the landing gear legs with the wheels. Yes, we get mirrors too, yes. all the landing gear being built up, then all being installed in step 47. And this is where we start building up. They give us weapon choices, ready for launch or maintenance conditions. So you've got two different types, which is handy, same as the AGM-64, ready for launch or maintenance condition, which is handy. GBU-12s, they only come in one position by the looks of it forward. Fuel tanks, lantern pods, nose landing gear, building up the last of the nose landing gear. Then in step 55 we install it. Building up the tyres for each of the landing gears. For the undercarriage. And on the final steps we've got the wheel hatch covers. So get what to make up all the bombs, and I presume and that's it. And then we've got all the sprue callouts in the instructions. Hand painted and water stickers. Lambo cockpit. And there's our masking callout. And our paint callout. And that's it, guys. My overall thoughts on that is excellent. I will be getting round to doing it. But before we close the video, the live stream off, let me give you guys a quick look at the Gannet. Thank you, brother. This is how the Gannet's looking so far. I just need to spray the rest of the underneath and the doors, the flaps, and get everything glued into place. But that is me done. Yes, that is me done for tonight, guys. I will look forward to speaking to you all on Monday evening, round about the same time, reviewing order models 1350 Yamamoto. Until then, happy modeling.